on? Is it on? Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Okay. I want to thank everyone for coming. This is a very special meeting tonight. We have Youth Mayor Council that we are swearing in. We are swearing in a firefighter, and we are swearing in a police officer. So thank you all for coming. Youth Mayor Council has been going on since 1967, and we're so proud to continue to do it. So please rise for the salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mr. Pattis is excused. Ms. Tassia?
Here.
Ms. Kelly?
Here.
Mr. Powell?
Here.
Mr. Lowenstein? Mr. Sekiro?
Here.
Mr. Murray?
Here.
Mr. Long?
Here.
Mr. Bishop? Ms. Straley?
Public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given by the clerk in the following manner. 1, posted on the bulletin board in the Borough Clerk's office on January 5th, 2024. And 2, emailed to the Retrospect and the Courier Post on January 5th, 2024. Approval of minutes. A motion is in order for the approval of minutes of the 4/30/24 and for May 7th, 24. Meeting submitted by the clerk as each member received copies of the same. Do I have a motion?
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
I was not here for the 4:30 and for the 5:70, so I will have to abstain. Okay, motion passed. And now, I'm taking the gavel. Youth Mayor Council, can you please stand? I'd like you to stand right in front of your names, facing the audience. I'm going to read, this is the oath of office. Raise your right hand. So when I read it, I say state your name, you'll state your name, and then you will state what you do when I come to that part. Okay, I state your name. Everybody, state your names. All together. Go ahead. Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United
and
States
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States,
established in the United
in
States,
this state,
in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of, according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Take it. And now I will call up, I'm going to swear in our new firefighter, Christian Velasquez. Ready? Okay. I state your name.
I, Christian Velasquez,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments
to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and the state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office of
all the duties of the office of firefighter,
according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
according to my best abilities, so help me God.
Congratulations.
First, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. Big show. Congratulations to Chris. Congratulations to the Angelucci family with the new police officer being sworn in tonight. It's a big honor. Thank Mayor and Council for everything, the support. Just great turnout. Chris, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you. Now we'll bring up John Angelucci. Okay, John, where's your Bible? Chief. Raise your right hand. Yeah, is she here?
Mom, come on.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Private. Okay. I state your name.
I, John Angelucci,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of,
Runnemede Police,
according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
according to the best of my abilities, so help me God.
You want to say anything? Chief, come on.
Hold on, one second. Smile first. Chuck, I'm sorry.
I just want to say congratulations to the new firefighter. Thanks for everybody coming, youth, mayor, and council. I want to thank my officers, the best of the business, for showing up here tonight in support of their new family members to the police department. The Angelucci family, our fire department, the best as well, Chief Moriarty, and mayor and council and our professionals. Without them, none of this would be possible. So, John, you got a couple weeks left. Finish out strong. Graduates June 20th, then he'll be our 17th full-time police officer. Congratulations.
Tonight is a big night. Two gentlemen have started their careers here tonight, and it is with joy and our most real pleasure to greet them and to look forward to their careers as they join us, the Runnemede family, in protecting and serving our citizens. The role they play is necessary, it's noble, and it is dangerous for both of them. They leave that firehouse, they don't know what they're going into. They leave their car, their patrol car, and they turn on their cameras. They don't know what they're facing. We are so grateful. They are the heroes that will be walking among us every day. And we congratulate them and we wish them the very best in their careers as they go forward. God bless you both.
Mayor and council, the performing here, this gavel, you're going to read proclamations, and then after the proclamations, you're going to read the agenda, and then you're going to call upon them to do the presentation. Okay? It's going to be a great presentation. If any of you can hang around, that would be wonderful. This youth mayor and council, they were given not an essay, but I asked them if they would please, in 2 years we are having our centennial, and they have done a beautiful program on what our centennial can be and probably will be. So stick around and watch the next presentation. Okay. Let the gavel and open the meeting.
Whereas today we are privileged to have with us a group of dedicated young people, and whereas these young people have shown sincere interest and diligence in participating in youth, mayor, and council of the Borough of Runnemede, and whereas their dedication has been met with success in being elected or appointed to the aforementioned positions, and whereas they have been given the time and energy to participate in our project. And whereas the Borough Council of the Borough of Runnemede, Country of County of Camden, State of New Jersey, recognizes for this 90-day true bullying participation in our bullying system on the part of all the citizens. Now therefore,
Are you done?
I think so.
Is there a signature at the end of that? Yes. Okay. All right. So now you're going to call upon, all right, we only have 3 thumb drives.
Does anybody else have a thumb drive?
Does anybody else have a thumb drive? Do you have one? Oh, okay, we have 2 more here. Your name?
And 3 are on one. Yeah, I have that.
Okay. 3. Your name is? You're done with the grades, okay. This one's done with the grades. Okay. All right. So, Okay, Robert, you are going to call on the committee reports, and you can call upon our finance. Say their names, and then they will do the thumb drive. And they will explain to us.
Do we need the lights out?
I don't know, do we? This is the first time I'm.
Remember Jason.
Oh, that's better.
Youth Mayor and Council.
You can stand up if you like. You can stand up and explain to us your thoughts on our centennial.
Good evening. I'm Zachary Rivera. I've recently been appointed Youth Director of Finance for Runnemede's Youth Mayor and Council, and I'm here to present my plans for Runnemede's centennial celebration. For our committee members and their responsibilities, we have the automotive finance manager, which coordinates the financing for customers buying new or used vehicles. Our accounting manager, to guide the operations of a company's accounting department. Our financial analyst, to guide businesses and individuals in decisions about expanding money to attain profit. Finance controlling, to oversee accounting activities and ensure that ledgers accurately reflect money coming in and out of the company. Analyst 2, financial planning and analysis, to consider economic and business trends, review past company performance, and attempt to anticipate obstacles and potential problems. And last but not least, we have our internal revenue agent to conduct tax audits of individuals and businesses, as well as trusts and nonprofit organizations. As for research ideas, other towns used for the centennial celebrations, we have a scavenger hunt, which will cost about $250, balloon animals, games dedicated to, that consist of 100, beer/wine for my adults, and food trucks, fireworks, speeches, and along with performances. As for the layout of the event, as you can see on screen, we have the scavenger hunt mainly along the street. Our performances will be held on the bigger field of the 3. The food section will be on the street. Our games will be scattered across all 3 fields. Our speeches will be behind the field, fireworks, and you see where the beer and wine is located. It is important. Whoever said that. As for the agenda, around 9, we plan to set up the balloon animals and set time of when the centennial celebration starts. At 9:30, we set up the alcoholic beverages. 10 a.m. we set up the performance stage. 11, finish setting up everything and triple check. 11:30, food trucks arrive. 12, people can start to arrive. And 1, we start and we party till 9. For our speakers, we have our mayor presented on screen, our director of public works, our director of public events, president of council, director of public safety, director of public parks and recreation, and director of construction and engineering. A symbol that I think is best suited for this event is a star, because what do people usually think when they blow candles on a cake? They wish upon a star. I say this because it is safe to assume that people will be wishing for more great things to come in Runnemede, which will remind future generations of the centennial celebration. As finance director, I have concluded that the final cost of this event is totaled to be around $4,987.17 because of the amount of things that will be purchased.
Okay, Rob, so you can go to the
Safety, Brock Corcoran.
Okay, Brock, so why don't you give us a little description of what your job is while she's getting it ready to go on?
Just pull it out.
So,
Take your mic.
sorry.
Slide it down.
So, as the Director of Public Safety, I'm obviously to make sure that public is, well, safe. I mean, it's in the name, right? So, my job is essentially to make sure everybody's safe and everybody's doing well. I would also like to congratulate the Chief of Police for making sure that the overtime stays low. I'm able to take this out, right?
I don't think that mic's on.
All right, this works, right?
Is it green?
Oh, no, it's not. Okay, yeah.
If you hold down the button.
It's not even
it'll
on.
turn back on.
If you hold down the button,
Hold the button down.
hold the button.
Yeah, they time out.
There we go. All right, it works?
Yeah.
All right, nice. All right, so as Director of Public Safety, I would like to show you my Centennial Celebration idea for our 100th, for Runnemede's 100th anniversary. Also, I would like to say the title slide is very American, if I say so. Anyways, many committee members and their responsibilities. We have all of our directors. So, the mayor himself, responsible for, well, the success of the celebration, right? We have Public Works. They bring concerns to the celebration, along with public events, trying to make sure that everything's all right, Public safety, we want to also make sure everybody's safe. Yeah, we want to make sure everybody's safe and everybody is okay at, well, the celebration. I mean, when everybody's heard of a celebration, it isn't very much of a celebration, isn't it? Or is it? Anyways, Parks and Recreation. Essentially, all of our roles bring a lot of concern from the people to the celebrations. That's the main gist of it. Construction and engineering, we're obviously bringing construction tools so that we're able to set up and bringing things that are able to be used for engineering. And the Director of Finance, well, I mean, it's in the name, making sure how much money we need, how much everything's gonna cost. It's in the name itself, right?
Yes.
So anyways, sorry, I forgot about the transitions. Sorry, if you saw there. Anyways, so some ideas that I had. I'm sorry. Okay, I thought this was a good idea. I thought it was a good idea at first, okay? Anyways, other ideas from other towns that have already passed their celebrations for their 100th anniversary. So one town had an entire museum kind of dedicated to past 100 years of their town. And I think that is a pretty good idea. Like Zach said, beer and wine. Make sure they stay away from children. We don't want any crazy children at the party, do we? Inflatables. I couldn't think of it. Hey, I was like, inflatables could work for a celebration, right? Also, like Zach, balloon animals. I didn't finish. But just in case, for the kids, for the young kids, if they're bored, we got clowns. Because why not? Thought it'd be funny. Anyways, the event area, it seems a bit small. That was because I had also planned out
where to like set all of these. So essentially we're gonna have like these tiny little areas for adults and adults only. Make sure no children go there. The inflatables have their giant little section or at the big field, right? There will be a balloon animals station around the, what I like to call it, the Museum of Memories, I guess is what you could call it, right? Let me go next. So agenda, I had it, okay. I know this is I swear I thought that this was a good idea. There's probably like one more after this. So at 10 a.m. Okay, at 10 a.m. we're gonna set up all the stuff, right? Maybe even earlier, maybe earlier as well. So at 12 a.m. we'll continue setting up, but we'll also hire some of the people that we might need, right? Like, I mean, we can't just pull people that we need for the party out of our butts, can we? I don't think that's possible. I know this is quite late, but I think at 4 p.m. we start the party. We start it, all right? I know it's a bit late, but I mean, we have to set up. We also have to make sure we at least get some sleep. 5 p.m. we start opening everything, essentially. We start opening that, Museum of Memories that I talked about. 6 p.m. we release the inflatables, so that's like 2 hours after the party starts, which I think is pretty good. 7 p.m. everybody starts leaving, and we start, everything starts leaving essentially. The person we hired for balloon animals and all that stuff leave. They all leave, and inflatables go down. 8 p.m. party's over. Yeah, and then we go on with the rest of the day. Oh God, never mind. Okay, maybe now there's one. I'm sorry. No wait, let me do. Yeah, there's like one more. I think. One more. I think. So for the speakers, for all the speeches, to make it short, well, all the directors about all the stuff, including the mayor as well. Because I mean, like, think about it. Who would be the best to give speeches at a celebration for our 100th anniversary of this town besides the directors of the government of our town, right? I mean, really. Now, a symbol. This is just a demonstration. This is just like images. This is like wait. This isn't supposed to actually what it will look like. But I feel like we should do kind of like a cake, right? Just think about it, all right? Think about this. When you have a celebration for an age, you're obviously going to think of a birthday. You're not going to think of like Christmas when you think of somebody getting older, right? You're going to think of a birthday. And so I think it should be the symbol should kind of like be like a birthday cake, right? Kind of like that. Except with stuff that can like show for, Runnemede. Because, I mean, it's this town's 100th anniversary. I know I keep saying that, but I mean, that's kind of the whole point. Yeah, I think oh wow, there actually isn't one after this. All right. Anyways, my responsibility as public safety is to make sure that everything will be safe. Everything will be fine. Well, for the director of public safety. But to make sure no one gets hurt and everything's fine. I mean, again, like in the beginning, it wouldn't be a party if everybody just started getting hurt all the time. Let's see. Oh yeah, also, kudos to Chief Sempolsky for keeping the overtime down. Sorry, here you go. Get it back. Sorry. I got
Director of Public Events, Carly Rago.
Hi, my name is Carly Ragu, and I was selected to be the Director of Public Events, which means I have responsibility over the events to be held at the celebration. Centennial Celebration by Carly Ragu. Committee members and their responsibilities. The public events responsibilities will be to give people permission to have food and activity, stands around the event area and advise people where to put them. The mayor's responsibilities will be for the workers and to keep them in check. Public Works will ensure that nothing breaks or malfunctions. Public Safety will make sure that everyone is following the rules and regulations and that no one gets severely hurt. Director of Parks and Recreation will help organize the events and the location where the different events will be held. The Director of Construction and Engineering will put together / set up things for people to do, and the Director of Finance will come up with a total price for everything and conclude that we will stay in budget. Other towns' ideas for the Centennial Celebration. Poster designing contest, button designing contest, sticker designing contest, making a centennial float, parades, town history, and a run/walk/bike around town. The event area will be at the RYAA fields, and there will be food trucks near the Harris William building, places for kids to play chalk, slip and slide kickball. There will be a band at the gazebo, a speed eating contest, and a t-shirt designing station. The agenda for the day. At 8:30 a.m. there will be a 5K around Runnemede, which is optional. At 9:30 a.m. they will set up everything. At 10:30 a.m. there will be a scavenger hunt. At 11:30 there will be the scavenger hunt winners will be announced. At 12 o'clock, sidewalk chalk. At 1 p.m. the food trucks will arrive and the food stands are set up. At 1:30 p.m. the speed eating contest will begin. At 2:30 p.m. there will be a slip and slide kickball. At 3:30 there will be a wiffle ball tournament. At 5 p.m. Runnemede t-shirt design contest. At 6 p.m. the speakers of the town will come and speak. At 7 p.m. everybody will just hang out and relax. At 8 p.m. the people who designed the t-shirts that won will be announced, and at 8:30 we'll start to clean up. The first person that will be speaking at the Centennial Celebration will be the current mayor of the town. Other people speaking at the Centennial Celebration will be the councilman and councilwoman of Runnemede. The last person speaking at the Centennial Celebration will be elected and will speak about the history of Runnemede. The symbol will be displayed all around Runnemede during the Centennial Celebration to represent how far the town has come. The reason the symbol is a heart is because Runnemede is a town of love. The stars there are to represent the celebration. The green symbolizes Runnemede since the many signs around the town are that color. And lastly, the blue accents make the heart and the R really stand out. Public Works Department responsibilities. As being part of Public Events Department, my main responsibilities are going to be things like making sure everything is organized, ensure that every vendor stand has signed for their spot, and making sure everything falls correctly into place. This job will make sure that everything is in order and keep events organized and fun.
Director of Public Works, Dominic DeFrance.
Hello, I'm Dominic DeFrance and the Director of Public Works. My job is pretty much to set up, place, and hire the people that do the things around town, like set up bathrooms, clean up things, and make the town look beautiful. Different people, like all of them, do different things, but I think this is the most important job, other than mayor, because they run the town. But this job pretty much sets up everything that happens around this place. So these are my ideas for the 100th anniversary Centennial Celebration of Runnemede. Committee members and their responsibilities. Mayor Nick Patos, the mayor, sets up everything, tells people what to do, where to go. Councilman Robert Farrell, Councilwoman Eleanor Kelly, Councilman Daniel Murray, Councilman Craig Oberstein, Councilwoman Patricia Passio, and Councilman Louis R. Sabrea. Research ideas other towns use for celebrations. Tell your origin story. The Runnemede origin story goes back a pretty long time, about 98 years now. So we could tell all the history through this town. Bring back the founder's voice. Tell what the founder of Runnemede thought when he made this town. Reinforce what made your company great. That I got off of Google. I don't know what it means. Avoid overusing 100. It's the 100th anniversary. You don't need to use it much because people know what the celebration is for. Take better care of your historical assets. Like different places around Runnemede, there's many houses that we could take better care of. Focus on the future. Tell what's coming next. Accentuate your philanthropy. That one I also got from Google. Event area number 3. The stage will be right in the middle of the juniors field, which is down at the bottom. The different events will be set up across the big field. Tables will be to the sides everywhere, pretty much off the minors' fields. Stands will be set up for food, concessions, and food trucks along the road, like the pipe jam. Agenda for the day. 10 o'clock, engineering commissioner shows up to map out construction. 11 o'clock, construction and fielding comes to create the stage and the booths. 11:30, public events comes to set up, horse riding, flag football, petting zoo. 12 o'clock, food trucks and merch stands start to show up and set up. 1300, the events start and town spooks show up. 1400, the speakers start their show. Speakers, the mayor, Bob Henry, Councilman Bob Farrell, Councilwoman Patricia Passio, and Tony Silvestri. Symbol, as all of Zach, Carly, Brock, they chose hearts, stars. I thought of something that was actually in Runnemede, a place. Many kids go here to hang out, and that's not just what it's for. There's many paths back there. It shows the beautiful things this town has to offer. Final question. As a public works officer, my responsibilities conclude assorting the events, placing them where they need to be, but also choosing what events need to be used during this event.
Director of Parks and Recreation, Isabella Pedicelli. Hello, my name is Isabella Pedicelli, and I'm the Director of Parks and Recreation for Youth Mayor Council. These are my slides for the Centennial Celebration. Committee members and their responsibilities. I put some that I think I could work with for Parks and Recreation. So we have Director of Finance, who manages flow of cash for the town and budgeting. Director of Public Safety, to make sure the town is properly ready for things like crimes and natural disasters, and making sure everyone's safe. Director of Public Events, they oversee all the planning and manages any businesses that are involved for the celebration. Previous Centennial celebrations, other towns like Lindor and Barrington had DJs, art, bounce houses, student artworks, fireworks, and small businesses selling their products. Event area. So in the event area, there's a band, a car show, food trucks, small business tents, a stage, bounce houses, and an obstacle course, and student artwork and crafts in the gym. Agenda for the day. At 4:30 p.m., our speakers will begin their speeches, After the speakers give their speeches at around 5 p.m., we will open the food trucks, small business vendors, car show, and the field with the bouncy house, and the obstacle course. The band will also begin playing at this time. The gym with students, artworks, and crafts will be open at 6 p.m. At around 8 p.m., when the sun has gone down, the fireworks show will begin, and guests will be able to sit on the big baseball field to watch the fireworks show if they would like. Not long after the fireworks show, we will begin to close the events at 9 p.m. Speakers. Our first speaker will be whoever is the current mayor of Runnemede. The mayor will give a speech highlighting all the amazing things about the town. Speaker number 2 will be the governor of New Jersey, Philip D. Murphy, who will talk about all the great things New Jersey has to offer. I kind of struggled finding people. Our third speaker will be a New Jersey Senator, Nilsa I. Cruz Perez. She's part of the Committee for Military and Veterans Affairs, so she will be able to thank and talk about our military members and veterans. Symbol. If you look up at the stars in the night sky, you'll see that they are beautiful and bright, just like Runnemede. Runnemede has so many beautiful things to offer, like the parks, sports fields, and the library. The past 100 years have been pretty good for Runnemede, and this wonderful town has a very bright future ahead of it. This is why I chose a star as a symbol for the Runnemede Centennial Celebration. My department's responsibilities. As Director of Parks and Recreation, some of my department's responsibilities will be to make sure the activities we have planned for the day will work. One of the things we would need to do for our activities to work is to hire people or find volunteers. We will also be working alongside the Director of Finances to help with the budget for the celebration. Another one of my department's extremely important jobs will be to keep the area that the event will be taking place at clean and well kept. These are the main jobs for the Director of Parks and Recreations Department.
Youth Mayor Robert Callahan. My centennial celebration plan by me. Committee members and their responsibilities. The leadership role of a mayor takes on many responsibilities, such as implementing policies and overseeing the improvement of their respective town. In addition, the mayor has many aides. In addition, the mayor has many assistants that aid them in their duties throughout the day. Some of these assistants include the Director of Public Safety. Councilwoman Eleanor Kelly runs the Public Safety Department and assists the mayor in keeping public places safe and free of any possible harm that can be caused. The Director of Public Events. Council President Patty Passia runs the public events and assists the mayor in planning and carrying out events to ensure memories are made and the events go smoothly throughout the day without issue. My ideas for centennial celebration. Have an interactive history of the borough of Runnemede. Food trucks for concessions. 50-50 ticket raffle giveaway. Have a decorated board with photos and facts about the history of Runnemede. Have a giant cake to celebrate the 100th anniversary. A town-wide cleanup to keep the town clean. Have a tree planting ceremony where the people plant 100 new trees to commemorate the 100th anniversary. The event area and locations. I use the area from like the usual celebrations and like the pipe jams to as a reference. So the food trucks are going to be by the gym where they usually are or in the street. The interactive history of Runnemede is going to be right near the gazebos, as well as the DJ area is going to be at the gazebo. The scavenger hunt will use the big field. And the giant cake will be
right next to the gym. Agenda for the day with the timeline of events. The celebration will begin with the mayor opening the event and thanking everyone for attending. The scavenger hunt will commence 1 hour after the mayor's speech to allow people to get food and find things to do. The giant cakes will be served to the people and ready to be eaten. The speakers for this event, such as the mayor and council members, will give them their speeches. Their tree planting ceremony will then take place after the speakers, and then the event will end and things will be packed up. The speakers of the event. The mayor will speak first and thank everyone for their attendance and contribution. The director of public events will give a speech on how this all came together. The director of public safety will then give a speech about how they can keep Runnemede safe so they continue these events. The mayor will then give a final and closing speech about possible events and things that they plan to do. Finally, my symbol. I picked something simple but unique. It's a tree. I picked it because it represents the bond of friendship of families and friends made along the way during Runnemede 100-year time period. In addition, it represents the growth and change that Runnemede has gone throughout the 100 years. Final question. As the mayor, I should be focusing on the safety, smoothness, and overall feel of the event. I should be making sure that nothing goes wrong, and I must be prepared in case something goes wrong. In addition, everything must be stocked up and set up by the start of the festival to make sure that everything is in order. To sum up, the importance of the mayor in this event is making sure everything runs smoothly and the people are enjoying themselves as they celebrate Runnemede. Thank you for your time.
That was simply wonderful. That was simply wonderful. President, you want to thank everybody, and now we're going to turn everything over to council up there. So,
I would like to thank everybody for their attendance and support. Yeah.
We're going to do our business, and then we'll come back to you, okay? That was very good. That was more than good. Yes. Just really, really touching. Very, very good. Gave us a lot of good ideas. I can't. It's exciting. And where do I begin? Okay, so let's get back to business. We have a first reading ordinance 2413. This ordinance is creating Chapter 67 entitled Alarm Systems of the Code of the Borough of Runnemede. Do we have a motion to adopt on first reading?
A motion to adopt on first reading.
Do I second it? Okay. Roll call?
Ms. Passio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Carroll?
Yes.
Mr. Steele?
Yes.
And Mr. Murray?
Yes.
5 ayes, 1 absent.
Ordinance number 2414. This is an ordinance amending Chapter 321 of the Code of the Borough of Runnemede entitled Stormwater Control, which is improper disposal of waste. Do we have a motion to adopt on first reading? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion on that.
Second?
I'll second.
Oh, I guess I could have seconded it too, huh? Okay, roll call.
Ms. Passio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Carroll?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
5 ayes, 1 absent.
Ordinance number 2415, which is an ordinance amending Chapter 321 of the Code of the Borough of Runnemede entitled Stormwater Control, which is salt storage. A motion to adopt on first reading.
I'll make that motion to adopt on first reading.
Second motion. Roll call.
Ms. Passio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Carroll?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
5 ayes, 1 absent.
Okay, so the next ordinance that I have is open to the public. If anyone wishes to speak on this ordinance, please come forward. Seeing no one wishing to speak, we will.
I'll make a motion to
close the public portion.
I'll make that motion.
All in favor? Second it? Who seconded? Okay. All right. Okay, thank you. And this is ordinance number 2409, an ordinance repealing ordinance number 2401. This is our COLA cost of living adjustment. Motion? Motion to adopt?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Okay, roll call?
Ms. Casio?
Yes?
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Burrow?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
And Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ordinance adopted. Anyone wishing to speak can come up for this ordinance and this ordinance only. No one wishing to speak. Does anyone want to close the public portion?
I'll close that public portion.
Okay. Ordinance 2410, an ordinance regulating the salaries for employees of the Borough of Runnemede. Motion to adopt?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
Roll call?
Ms. Casio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Burrow?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
And Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ordinance adopted. Again, we have an ordinance. Anyone wishing to speak can come up and only for this ordinance only. I see no one wants to come up. Motion to close the public portion.
I'll make that motion.
All in favor? Second, who wants to second the motion?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, ordinance number 2411, an ordinance amending chapter 120 of the Code of the Borough of Runnemede entitled Construction Codes. This is updating our construction fees.
Motion.
Second it?
I'll second.
Bobby.
Motion adopted.
Ms. Casio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Burrow?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Motion adopted. Resolution 2492, which is a resolution requesting approval of items of revenue and appropriation. And this is for clean communities. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Roll call?
Ms. Casio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Burrow?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 2493, resolution confirming 2024 appointments. That is for the police and the fire department. Is there a motion?
Make that motion.
Second? Roll call?
Ms. Casio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Mr. Burrow?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
And Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
That's a resolution is adopted. A resolution 2494, can I combine it for the capital?
Yes, you can, just do roll call.
Okay. Resolution 2494 and Resolution 2495 is a resolution for capital purchases. We need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, we'll need a roll call.
Ms. Casio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Burrow?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
And Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Motion's adopted on both 2494 and 2495. Payment of bills. Who wants to make a motion for payment of bills?
I'll make that motion.
Second it? Who wants to second it?
I'll second it.
Okay. Roll call on the payment of bills?
Ms. Casio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Burrow?
Abstain.
Okay, motion, go ahead.
Mr. Shapiro?
Oh, I'm sorry.
And Mr. Murray?
I'm sorry.
4 ayes. 1 abstention.
Okay, let's pay the bills. Okay, this portion is open to good and welfare. If anyone wants to come up and wishes to speak, do I have a motion to open good and welfare?
I'll make a motion.
Second it? Okay. Okay, does anyone want to come up and wish our youth mayor and council or speak about anything? We're here to listen. Yes.
My name is Gail Sacchetti. I live in a, I don't need,
Oh, okay,
I think you guys will hear me.
okay.
Okay. Congratulations. You guys were amazing, very impressed. To the councilwomen and councilmen and Mr. Mayor. I sent an email to most of you, hopefully you got it, in regards to an invasive plant, bamboo. I sent pictures and such. I just want to know what I could do to get an ordinance adopted from Runnemede.
Oh, okay, yeah, we already have an ordinance, we adopted that ordinance, yeah. So we do have an ordinance, you would have to call code enforcement and they would come out.
I was called, when I sent an email to the portal, I was called and they said it was, an ordinance was not on the books.
We do have an ordinance.
Who told you that?
I don't remember the gentleman's made the call because I was out in the yard doing stuff and I didn't pick
So
up
I can't
on
speak
it.
to who that is, but that is 100% incorrect. We do have a bamboo ordinance, and we will ensure that it is looked at and rectified if, in the event that it does violate our ordinance.
So, what do I have to do? Do I have to report it? Is that what I do?
Oh, I think you already have. If you emailed
Yes.
everybody, did you guys everybody get the email?
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm saying this, in the scheme of things, it sounds trifle, but in the last 4 years to this year alone, I dug up 120 spikes in my yard. It's climbing 125 feet across my yard, and now it's 50 feet into coming closer to my house. So I wanted, and I'm trying to kill them, you can't kill them, because you have to dig everything up. But, I mean, I'm happy to do anything, speak or whatever to anybody, but I need somebody, because I'm afraid this is going to just keep going right down the road to everyone's houses. So who do I call?
You call the code enforcer, he will come out,
Thank you.
he will look at everything, and then he will probably approach the property owner.
Perfect.
And if you have any issues, just contact anyone up here. Everybody's email's on the website,
Yeah.
and we'll do what we can to rectify
I
it.
know, and I apologize if I was, but I did, I just didn't know where else to go with that, after I heard it wasn't on the books.
But we do have an ordinance.
Thank you very much.
If I may, the new ordinance is on our code online. It's just that they haven't codified it into the original ordinance.
Okay.
So if you do go onto the website and you look on the side, it's under new laws,
Okay.
and it's 2309.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thank you. Does anyone else wish to come up and speak? Okay, I'm going to close the good and welfare portion, and then I'm going to have Arthur. Oh. Okay, does anybody else want to come up and say anything? No? Okay, so, all right, I'm going to close the good and welfare. Do I have a motion to close good and welfare?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, so good and welfare is closed. Do I have a motion to make an adjournment of this meeting?
I'll make that motion. I'll second it.
Okay, the time is 7:58, but